Welcome back to Math 109 Plane Trigonometry. In this video, we're going to take a look at taking the roots of complex numbers. Before we actually get into taking the roots, because that's just going to be an application of Dumov's theorem, we do want to talk about different values of theta for which two complex numbers are equal. We'll recall the idea of coterminal angles. If this thing will write today, okay. So two angles are coterminal if they end in the same spot, and they would differ by 360 degrees. However, we do have to consider the fact that we're working with complex numbers using radians rather than degrees. So with the fact that coterminal angles exist, in the case of radians, every 2 pi, and the trig functions of two coterminal angles are equal, we can say that r CIS of theta is equal to r CIS of theta plus 2 pi multiplied by some integer, which we'll call k. So now this will enable us to use Dumov's theorem to find all of the roots of a complex number. So the most simple root would be just taking RCIS theta to the 1 over n, which would give us the nth root of r. We know that we can take the nth root of r because r is always a positive number. And that would then be CIS of theta over n. But being a little bit more generic, because we know any coterminal angle for theta is going to be equal to that RCIS theta, we can do RCIS of theta plus 2 pi k, take all of that to the 1 over n power. So again, we're going to get the nth root of r. That'll be multiplied by CIS of theta plus 2 pi k over n. And then so that we're getting all the different unique values, we're going to let k go from 0. So it could be 0, could be 1, could be 2, all the way up to k minus 1. We observe that if k is equal to n, and I meant to say n minus 1, not k minus 1, if we let k equal n, then we're getting, out of all this, theta over n plus 2 pi. So we're right back to where we started with k being equal to 0. So that's why we run k from 0 to n minus 1. So this concludes the video lectures for the entire course. So Monday we'll do the normal in-class activity from the material that we've talked about in today's videos. Wednesday will be review. And then your final will be the following Wednesday.